Well, Iran's military command says that it has closed the Strait of Hormuz again, and it cited the U.S. blockade over its ports. Authorities are reimposing restrictions on the waterway, accusing the U.S. of violating the deal to reopen it. Earlier, vessel tracking data had shown a convoy of tankers was leaving the Gulf, the Strait. A reminder, crucial waterway through which 20% of the world's oil and natural gas passes. And the war and Iranian threats to attack tankers has grinded that traffic to a halt. That has sent shockwaves across the global economy, causing fuel prices to soar. Let's cross to Tehran, speak to our correspondent Reza Saya. Hello to you, Reza. What can you tell us? Is the strait closed? Is it restricted? What more do we know at this point?
Yeah, according to the Revolutionary Guard, who made an announcement within the past hour here in Iran, the restrictions along the Strait of Hormuz are back to where they were during the conflict. And this development really speaks to the fragility, the uncertainty, and the volatility surrounding the situation, this conflict between Tehran and Washington, and certainly the uncertainty surrounding the negotiations with the Strait of Hormuz, and also speaks to Iran's willingness to use its hold on the Strait of Hormuz as a pressure lever to get the U.S. to stick to its end of the bargain with respect to the ceasefire. Let's tell you what we know. A day after Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi, the Iranian government announced that the Strait of Hormuz was once again open to commercial vessels in line with the ceasefire agreement with Washington and with the coordination of Iranian authorities. The Revolutionary Guard has announced the past hour that the restrictions are now once again back in place to the way they were during this conflict. What does that mean? Presumably, vessels linked to friendly states can pass through the Strait of Hormuz, perhaps with a fee, and vessels linked to hostile states cannot. Now, remember, the Strait of Hormuz is critical waterway through which 20% of the world's oil travels through. When the United States and Israel attacked Iran on February 28th, Iran essentially took control of the Strait of Hormuz and waged an economic war with the U.S., making it economically painful for the world and the U.S. to continue this war. And, ever since the negotiations in Islamabad, there's been back and forth exchanges of messages, and seemingly over the past 24 hours, there was progress with respect to the Strait of Hormuz. Obviously, Washington wants the Strait open, and there was progress, and the Strait was opened. But now, according to the Revolutionary Guard, the U.S. has not stuck to its end of the bargain by keeping its own blockade, keeping Iranian ships and ships coming to Iranian ports blocked. And that's why the Revolutionary Guard is saying that the restrictions are back in place to what they were during the conflict. We'll see what happens in the coming hours.
Yeah, Reza, thank you very much. Reza Saya reporting from Tehran.